But
Okay.
there was a big show this week, episode 5 of Agatha All Along, which I know we're all watching and loving. And there was a giant reveal at the end of this episode.
For those just listening to the audio version, I'm making a face that just says, "Really big reveal?" Okay.
Well, here's I do have a question about that, and I'm not gonna. We'll get to that in a second. Like, I don't want to ruin the surprise just yet.
You guys ever watch that? You ever guys watch old episodes of CSI and be like, "I wonder who the killer is," and then Dean Cain shows up?
See, it's okay, all right, fine.
Like that.
We'll just spoil it. I kind of feel like, for those of us who read the comics and know who Billy is and how he came back into Marvel and all this stuff, his soul was born into another kid and blah blah blah. Which also the timeline doesn't work out because he's a teen in this when Billy was a kid just a couple years ago.
But he was hyper aging all throughout WandaVision. So when he left WandaVision, that timeline, he was only like maybe 9 or 8.
So all of us all along have been saying, "Oh, that's Billy, that's Billy, that's Billy." But here's the thing: when they do the reveal at the end, and the crown appears on his head, if you don't know anything about the twins and them coming back into the comics and all that stuff, do you still know who that is at the end, or it's just like, oh, he has power, but you don't know what it is, right? Like,
I think you do.
I think that's a fair assumption. It's like, because my coworker, she had never seen WandaVision, so like she only I was playing Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness on like the big screens because that's how I like to test things. And she's like, "Oh, this movie looks good. Who's that girl?" And I was like, "That's Wanda Maximoff. She's got a whole TV show." Like, really? Like, yeah, she's badass. Well, what does she do? Are you serious? It's been like 4 years. How have you not seen this show?
Yeah.
And she's like, "I've never seen that show." And I'm like, okay. So then I was watching Agatha, like one of the first 2 episodes, and she was sitting there next to me. "Oh, who's that lady?" I was like, "Fuck, I gotta go through this again, don't I?" Jesus Christ. All right.
It's Agatha Harkness.
It's Agatha Harkness. If you saw WandaVision, you know who this is.
Well, that person must have a lot to do because, like, WandaVision was out, like, pandemic, like,
right.
We were doing shit.
That's how busy we are sometimes.
It's funny because I was talking about this with someone else too, where WandaVision they always say had like the highest views, but it's like, yeah, but we were all stuck in our house.
Yeah, we were captive, right?
Yeah.
But
so what else is there to do?
But they are saying that Agatha All Along is competing, it's edging into like the same numbers that WandaVision had. But I kind of feel like that's because people know they're connected and they want to see the continuation of that story.
I think
right.
so.
And everybody has Disney Plus. So why not? Like, would I purchase Disney Plus to watch Agatha? No. But it's there and it's certainly entertaining. So absolutely.
Yeah. So what I don't understand about the episode, and maybe because Randy, you're good at coming up with the figuring out the connections.
Yep.
How did Agatha know that was Billy at the end of the episode when she looks at him and goes, "You're just like your mother"?
She's been piecing it together this whole time.
Yeah.
She knows she has a connection with this kid. And for the most part, she thinks it's Nicholas. That's why she's been trying to keep him.
Right.
Because she knows like that the person who put the hex on this kid, even the witch themselves wouldn't know the difference between who that person was because of the spell. But then when her girlfriend says, "Oh no, that's not Nicholas." So she knows it's not Nicholas. And like the only other kids she's had real connection with are Billy and I forget the other kid's name. Tommy. I always forget Tommy.
I know, I just call him Wicked and Speed.
Yeah. But it's like she watched those kids grow up, even in hyperspeed, but whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like that's the connection she's feeling is born through magic, created through magic, raised in magic. And it's like, oh, I can feel that magical energy in you, and I'm hungry for it. That was what I was thinking. It's like, oh, so that's the reason why you know, and you want to keep this kid around, because he seeks her out, but then it gets to a certain point, he could just leave, and she's like, no, you stay. I want you to stay, because you're filled with magical potential, and I want to eat it.
Well, true. And then go back to WandaVision. She knew how Wanda's powers work.
Right.
Remember that whole soliloquy she was telling him, oh, you're pure chaos magic, and magic on autos, whatever. She broke that shit down. So Agatha knows a lot of shit. So definitely props to that. But I agree with you. And I hope they stick with this. She's just trying to grab power. I do not want her to be a hero.
What do you? Okay, so obviously, I can't think of her name. The one character died.
Sharon.
Not Sharon. She died the previous week.
Oh yeah, the lady with the red hair.
The rock star, or the rock star's child. Who I thought was Nico, but no, it's not Nico.
No. She's the protection witch. So she kind of she's the only one I kind of feel like actually died. Alice. That's
Alice. Okay.
Because Agatha actually sucked her power out of her. The other ones all got thrown off the road and sucked in, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, did they kill everyone?" No, because Agatha got sucked in too. They didn't kill off the main person of the show, so obviously they're all going to survive. I'm kind of wondering, where do you think that leads, though? I don't think it's the Void like they did in Loki, but being Marvel fans.
Oh my god! Go.
What did you
say?
Mephisto. To Mephisto?
Yeah,
oh my god!
To Mephisto.
I just said, probably just to the next trial. But,
oh my! If they end up in a place with fire and crazy demons and whatnot showing up everywhere, and then there's a girl holding up a Cosmo, and where her, she's got 2 Y's in her name, but not where you think. He shows up. This will be the best fucking show.
Damn. There you go. Oh my god.
That's exactly where they're gonna end up too. It's makes the most sense. Why not? Fuck it.
That would be perfect. Oh my god.
Madison. That I was
Madison. Yes.
I was
Madison.
what the fuck? What's her name? Madison. Yeah.
Madison with 2 Y's.
With 2 Y's, but not what you think. Oh god. then everyone either is gonna love this show or hate this show, because fucking they tied it into She-Hulk, you bastards.
Let's see. Kassan said, I just realized I haven't seen episode 5 and I really don't care about the spoiler. Well, Kassan, you're just dead inside. And
that's fine.
Thrawn says the final battle will be between Agatha and Death. Yeah.
Unless they're scissoring, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh, is this the gayest Marvel show?
It's gonna be. It's gonna be the gayest Marvel show, because clearly Rio is Death. I mean, it makes the most sense, because I've been watching YouTube clips of that. Is she Death? It makes she's the one who comes out of the ground. She's the one who's I had a job to do, and I was like, oh, what kind of job? And the Earth Witch, everyone returns to the Earth, and I'm like, oh, okay. When there's a dead body in the first episode, she shows up, and it's that's strange. Whatever.
Oh, that's right. I didn't even make that connection until you just said it. But right. No. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't.
I mean, it's not. It's all part of her fantasy that she's stuck in, but it's
right. But she would know that it's
she's the overarching authority in the corpse department that shows up, and it's oh, you have a body here. I don't really care about that part.
The overarching authority in the corpse department.
Yeah.
God, I wish this, wasn't live. I could, because that would have been the perfect episode name.
Yeah. She can be the overarching department of my corpse. Yes, please.
So there's. So I mean, other than that, it was. I guess if you like old horror movies, it was a cool episode.
Yeah.
Sleepaway Camp. What was the one they definitely was doing was the oh my god, The Exorcist. Like there was a definite homage to The Exorcist in this. All those movies.
Yeah, that might have explained why I was honestly kind of bored with this episode. Other than the final, I'm not even going to say reveal. I'm going to say confirmation that, we're dealing with Wiccan here. I don't know. I was honestly kind of bored with the rest of it. I mean, it didn't not entertain me, I get. But yeah, I don't know. I drifted off.
Well, I feel like Randy has seen all of those movies, good and bad.
Yep.
For his podcast.
No, okay, not Sleepaway Camp. I haven't seen that one, but it's on my list for next year for sure. I'll find a spot for
it.
But yeah, and I was girls and whatever in shorts.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm here. No, it's my only thing that I don't like about this show so far is I can still feel that Marvel TV show run thing where it's like we do the first 3 or 4 episodes explaining the problem, building the problem, new allies, and then episode 4 or 5 we do a backstory, or they're stuck somewhere and we do a bottle episode, and then it's like, oh, we reveal something that was in the past and it comes back in the future, and and then there's a twist, and oh, okay. And I was I was expecting the twist, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever.
So what you're saying is Marvel has a formula, and they're sticking with it.
Right.
I mean, if it keeps working for it, people keep paying for Disney Plus and not canceling it, and just, I'd cancel Hulu because Disney's a little bit more stable than Hulu. But whatever.
A little bit.
Yeah, I can't do without Kitchen Nightmares, so Hulu stays.
Yeah.
Oh, Son's complaining. The fault of this show is its dependency on gimmicks like reveals, the manipulation of audience expectation that can only get a story so far.
That kind of sounds like exactly what stories do, though.
Exactly. I think he's just dead inside.
I don't think he's dead. I feel bad for Casada because I feel like he's so smart that life is annoying to him.
Yeah. I can see that.
I like that.
I can see that. That's the problem with hyperintelligence is you see through all the bullshit, and it's you just end up being sad because, well, you're so smart, but there's nothing really you could do about it because all the fucking lunatics run the asylum. So there's nothing what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Assad? Assad, you gotta keep watching Disney Plus.
All right, hold on. I'll take the backhanded compliment, Don.
I wasn't backhanding. I was sympathizing.
Okay, wait. We'll get the bullshit and state asylums in a second.
Okay.
Just real quick to wrap this up. Where do you guys think we've got 3 episodes left? Where do you think the show's going to end up?
You want to go?
Well, I know Thrawn is pitch Agatha in death. I think that's a strong possibility, but I think it could. I honestly think it's going to be a Wiccan verse Agatha thing, because I do think Agatha is now that she realizes this isn't her son. Well, I think she's going to be oh shit, this is part of Wanda's power, and I want that, along with everybody else. I mean, she wants her power back, and I really hope they stick with that.
Okay. What about you, Randy?
I believe that all that is true, except it's not going to end up being true for Agatha. They all want something at the end of the road. Everyone wanted that prize. But it's where Agatha really wanted power and conceptualism, Billy really just wants his family back. That's what he's really trying to get to. And I thought the book was going to be more symbolic, like the fact that he always reaches for his book and that all the spells and stuff and all the knowledge is in there. And I was like, oh, he's going to recreate the Darkhold, and then that will reanimate his mother and bring her back. And then she can bring back the family, as long as because he's like the Horcrux, the little piece of her left behind that will be able to reanimate everyone else. So his goal is to try and bring that enough power into himself to pull her back, and that'll bring everyone else back.
There's no way they're going that deep. I mean, that's great.
I don't know.
Awesome.
That's yeah. You should be writing the show.
I thought it would be, but then like we're all focused on what Agatha's doing, and then we're like, oh, lesbian relationship over here. But the real storyline is like it's a backhanded way to bring back WandaVision.
That's funny. Whoa, boom, Wanda. You know?
Wanda, right in your mouth. Elizabeth Olsen. Ah!
I don't know. I kind of feel like, I just feel like, and maybe I'm wrong. They're trying to set up a redemption arc for Agatha.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't.
No, I didn't say you wanted that. I just said it. That's the feeling, because the fact that but here's the thing: like they played off her feeling guilty about what happens to Alice, her trying to say I can't control my powers, which is setting up this parallel between her and Wanda, right? Because that was part of Wanda's thing, was she didn't understand her powers, and she like at first really couldn't control them. That's WandaVision was like. She was grieving. She didn't mean to do what she did, but she did it. And so like they're trying to like set up that parallel to give her a redemption arc, but it's like because she, she ends up being Franklin Richards' nanny in the comics. So it's like, they could still be going down that road. I don't know, which makes me think, does that make the final battle where something happens with her and Billy?
Billy.
And then like it looks like Billy's gonna die and Death is about to take him, and then her and Death fight, and then that's her redemption.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
I would love a Vision cameo at the end.
I want Kat Dennings to show back up.
Well, I mean, we all want that
too.
Yeah. In a bikini. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Is that out loud?
Yes.
Come on.
Full Asgardian armor, whatever that looks like.
Yeah, okay. For females, because the other one, male version's all plated up and everything, but then you get the steel bikini.
It's the most powerful armor.
There you go. Asgardian bikinis. There's another good episode title.
Yeah, I was thinking the same shit.
There you go.
Asgardian bikinis.
Asgardian.
Look at the views pop up.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Superhero Speak podcast. And don't forget to watch us live every Sunday night right here on this channel.
While you're here, hit the subscribe button and click the bell for notifications so you won't miss out on any of our great upcoming content.
Speaking of content, don't forget to check out our website, superheroespeak.com, where you can find the podcast, links to our social media, merch, comic reviews, and so much more. That's superheroespeak.com.
Thanks for watching, and don't let your cape be caught in the door. See you next time.